So, good morning to everyone. So, is it my voice is very clear to everyone? Yesterday we had a discussion on uh, introductions to the political science. Today we are going to have discussions on today's topic is that one second. Okay. So, good morning to one and all. Welcome to once again all the students of first year in the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. My name is Irfan, and I'm going to teach you political science as a first semester class. Is that clear to everyone? So hope everybody is well to listen. This class will, continuously and run till 1 hour, means 12:30 up to. So those who do not join in the sessions, please ask them to join the sessions as quickly as possible. The session is very, very important. Okay. So today we are going to have discussions on the topic is evolution of political science. Okay. Evolution of political science. I think you can see in the page number 13 where easily you can find it out whatever I'm teaching you, and it's being a part of your book. Is that clear? So we'll have a discussions over, the concept of I can understand, but this is English medium, okay. But however, it's not. We restricted to speak in Telugu, even though we know the Telugu perfectly. So try to understand. However, I teaches you very slowly to you, everyone. Okay. So the topic in chapter 2 in the first unit is evolution of political science. Is that clear? Let us see, for evolution of political science, generally it's been focuses on three grounds. One is that philosophical based historical evolution, and also at the same time institutional evolution. The evolution process of political science can be studied in a three levels. One is philosophical level, another one is that historical level, and the third one is that institutional level. You can see in the page number and 14, you can easily understand what I'm trying to say. So, but before going to have discussions at one, I think I just wanted to tell you the previous class topic. What is political science means? I say political science is a science is studied about state and government. Okay, state and government. So political science, it has a two words. When you break the sentence of political science, you can see, and the two words which you can see that the first one is that polity, and the second one is that science. Polity means, in the Greek word polis, the meaning of polis is generally is called as a city state. Okay, city state. And science means, if anything, if you could study very systematic way, very practical way, very experienced way, and very observatory method, that is called it as a science, isn't it? So here what I'm trying to tell it to you that studying the government and the institutions of the state very systematically is called as a political science. When I talk about the father of the political science, Aristotle said political science is a master science of all the social sciences. It speaks about the state. It speaks about the things which is related to the institutions of the state. Is that clear to everyone? So similarly, and today, how evolution. See, one subject, it cannot be a constant. And you know, when I say it in the box, 20,000 BC ago, the subject to study was different. when it comes to the point of in the 10th and 12th century, the study of political science is different. Similarly, when it comes to the 21st century, the study of subject is different. Is that clear? Is that my voice is audible to everyone? I think I'm very speaking. I'm loudly. Okay, I can see.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Oh, very good. So the evolution of the subject will change time to time. Say, for example, in the 2010, if I ask you your age, okay, it was not the same. And when I asked the age about 2021, is that clear to everyone? So how our ages been in changes according to the time, according to the decade, even political science also has been in changes. The changing or adapting the new changes into the political science is treated as evolutionary of political science. So in the evolutionary part, there are three evolutions has happened. Something evolution means something change is being takes place in the philosophical ground. Something changes which have taken in the, in the historical base. Some changes have been takes place into the institutional way. Is that clear to everyone? So in keeping in view of that, when I talk about a full philosophical, what is philosophy? Means, for example, see, you may use this word always that whenever your friend speaks of something, you say, his philosophy is different. Okay. My friend philosophy is different. His way of style is different. Okay. Similarly, see, if you have any sort of questions, okay, you please text me before 15 minutes of the sessions complete, so that I can take the questions of you from everyone. I'll try to give you the answer for your particular questions and everyone. And if it's crossed 12:30 also. But in the meantime, try to don't text it. And meantime, try to focus in the class. And if it is possible, try to note it down all the points which I'm trying to say. Is that clear to everyone? So evolution of the political science has go through the sum of and stages. Okay, philosophical stage, historical stage, and also at the same time institutional stage. Is that clear? So I said even that. What is the name of the political science when I told you in the last class? Study of government of the state and study of different institutions into the state is called as a political science. Is that clear? Are you all understanding what I'm trying to tell it to you, everyone?
Understand, sir.
Very good. Understand, sir. So let us see and hear if you could see the changes, ancient changes, medieval changes, modern changes, on the grounds of philosophical changes, institutional changes, and historical changes. Is that clear? So I just tell you that first one, ancient changes. How was the political science in the past? And how is the political science in the present? Okay. How was the political science in the past? To know everything, we need to study the ancient history of political science. Is that clear? So let us see in the page number 14, if you could see exactly, there is a side heading, ancient period, master science. Why political science is called as master science in the past? I think father of political science.
Sir,
yeah.
We are getting disturbance. Something sound is coming.
Okay, you're getting sound. Okay, fine then. I'll try to make it thing. And do one thing, if you have a kind of, earphones, please try to tap it so that you can listen properly. Okay, Nana Nagaraju, okay, Padamata, if you do not have textbook also, you please note it down the point. Okay, so that whenever you take the books, you can, take it out. Okay, you can understand what I'm trying to tell it out. So let me tell you, focus on my teaching so that you can understand very easily. Ancient period, okay. In an ancient period, political science used to call it as a master science. Okay. Who said political science is a master science? Yesterday I told in the class. Aristotle, the father of the political science, called as a master science to the political science, isn't it? Why it is a master science means, political science which studies the things about life, when you birth to death, okay, your birth time to up to the till death, and everyone, everything which is related to the life, it speaks of. So Aristotle said, when in his book, he has written the book, the name of the book is called as Polity. Okay, name of the book is called it as a Polity. Just give me 1 second. With some noise is coming, I'll settle down it. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the patience. Okay, fine. So when it comes to the point of this master science, political science, as an Aristotle have speaks about, it is called it as a master science. Why he has said like a master science means, if you get into that, see, political science is also speaks about the family. Political science also speaks about society. Political science also speaks about the different institutions, caste, creed, things, the life related to the society, all of them it speaks of. So when a person's life start to ending of the life of a person, everything it is associated with the, society, everything is associated with the humans. When everything associated with the humans and all the, what are the things associated with humans' life, what are the things is related to the associate with the state, everything it can studied under the, political science. That is the reason is called it as a what master science. I'll take it as an example of that. In ancient time, when it comes to the political science, it's been studied about many things. I'll take it as a one example to that. In ancient political science, evolutionary process, what Aristotle said, even after the Aristotle, before the Aristotle, if you take it as an Plato, okay, I think everybody aware of or familiar with the name and thinker Plato is a Greek thinker. So political science origin itself started in the Greek. Okay, it is not our Indian subject, but of course, when evolutionary process, every state, every nation has its own subject. But origin of the political science for the first time it's been takes place in a Greek. Okay, so I say that's the reason the credit goes to the Aristotle. He also belongs to the Greek state. Okay, so then soon after, when you ancient changes, Aristotle said that it's a master science because it's everything it's studied into the political science, related family, related community, related society, about caste, about individual, about everything it speaks. That's the reason it's called as a master science. But you would take it as another thinker name, Plato. Even the Plato in his book Republic. What is the book name of Plato? He has written the book. Name of the book is the Republic. Okay, Republic. The book he has written, in the Republic he mentions about how the state must be there. Okay, in the ancient changes, not only it speaks about the things related to a kind of, studying all the things related to the human. So that's the reason. And even about, how should be the state also, the thinkers have said in the ancient change. Plato said, state must be an ideal state. Okay, what kind of a state is said in his book, Republic means, state must be like an ideal state. Ideal state, how it should be there? Always ideal state, it should be helpful for the people point of view, not for the king, not for the king's family, not for the king's cousin. The state of an ideal must be individual, should be developed, and all of them. So how the state must be there, each and everything also we have studied into the political science. So which means in the ancient, not only we speaks about an introductions to the political science, but also we have understand the concept of state, the concept of ideal state by, Republic, Plato, and all of them it's been studied. So all together, knowing the past thing in the political science, we understand in the ancient point of view. Okay, let me go ahead with this medieval period. So how was the status of the political science when you take it as a medieval? So what was the ancient? See, 1 to 12th century BC is called it as the time is called it as a ancient time. After the 12th, after, let us take it as a 14 to and half of the 16th century, or 14th century to 16th century is called it as a medieval period. What is a medieval period? The time which is between, from it started from 14th century, it ends from 16th century. This time, this span is called it as a, this time, this span is called it as a medieval period. So what was the status of the medieval period in the political science? Means in the medieval period, state was dominated in the hands of church. Okay. See, in the first one, if you could take it as an example, in the past, in the ancient way, we understand political science discuss the human's life. That's the reason it's been called as a man is a social animal. In the ancient time, political science says that man is social animal, because man is mingled into the society. Without and mingled into the society, it is impossible life of human being. Okay, its life is impossible of human. See, for example, could you live alone, solitude, and as alone, without having association with your mother and father and brother and anybody? It is impossible. So even though if in solitude life it is possible, that it can be called it as a god, or else in the beast, isn't it? So god can live solitude, or beast means animals can live and alone in the forest. So man lives together. That's the reason human being is called it as an and societal animal or social animal, we called out that, isn't it? So in the when medieval period, when it comes to the changes in the political science is being changed, it's been dominated by entirely is about in church. Okay, in the medieval period, entirely this has been an dominated, political science has been dominated in the hands of church. The first example I'll give you that, I think church means Christianity. In the 14th to 16th century, if you could see entire the world, especially in the Greek and in some of European or Western countries, the state was a nominal. There were practice of a theory of divine. So king, it becomes a more powerful, okay, rather than the state. State becomes a subordinate, okay, in the medieval period. So in a political science, we see the state nature in the medieval period. It was a subordinate to the church. Like see, Saint Thomas Aquinas, Saint Ambrose, Saint Augustine, all of the authors makes us to understand how the ancient time, the medieval time of political science status was there. Is that clear? So all this is, all of them. So how king wasn't dominated in the hands of a Christianity, all of them, it has been discussed in the medieval period. So we understand in the changes wise political science in the medieval period, we understand that, and how in the state was in the hands of church, how state was in the hands of dominations of the Christianity. What are the scholars is very, very important to understand. All of them we also understand in the political science about Saint Augustine, Saint Thomas Aquinas, Saint Ambrose. All of these scholars you shall understand in the higher classes, like third year, in the second year, means 3 to 4 semesters, you should understand about what are the details of the Saint Augustine, Saint Ambrose, and all of them. This was a second stage in the evolutionary process of political science. When it comes to the point of in a modern time, see, in the modern time, in the page number 15, if you could see that, in the modern period of evolutions, if you see attainment of scientific character. See, first one, see, for example, I'll tell you the just example. You start doing a work. Like say, for example, especially I would like to give you the example to you, and kite flying. Okay, kite flying. I think most of them you are aware of it and how to kite fly. See, when you were in a childhood age, you do not know how to fly the kite. Am I clear to everyone? ఎవరికైనా తెలుసా? నార్మల్ గా చిన్నగా ఉన్నప్పుడు కైట్ ని ఎలా మీరు ఫ్లై చేయాలనేది తెలియదు మీకు. అదే కొంచెం 15 to 16 years వచ్చేసరికి యు నో ద టెక్నిక్స్ హౌ టు ఫ్లై దట్. అంటే గాలి ఎటువైపు నుంచి వస్తుందో అటువైపు నుంచి అపోజిట్ గా నిలబడితే ఆ దారం మంజా పట్టుకుని నిలబడితే ఆ గాలికి ఆ ఫ్లైట్ అనేది పైనకి లేసి then it goes up. Okay, this is a one technique. And when soon after when you become that, you'll become a master. Okay, ఇట్లానే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతే you will become a master. Is that clear to everyone? Are you all understanding my example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
when you adapted all the techniques, you called it as a master. Am I clear? All the masters are, I will say, it is called it as a scientific method. When you do not know anything to how to fly the kite, simply you will copy it. When you know each and everything, actually, what it means, the kite flying, you will think in the scientific way. చాలా సైంటిఫిక్ గా ఆలోచిస్తారు. అంటే గాలి ఎటువైపు నుంచి, గాలికి అడ్డంగా నిలబడితే కైట్ పైనకి లేవదని, जो आप पतंग को उड़ाने सकते हो ताकि जो भी हवा आ रही है उसको अपोजिट अपन खड़े रहने से आप पतंग को नहीं उड़ा सकते, क्योंकि उसका प्रेशर इसका प्रेशर, if it is becomes an equal, there is no point of using the kite, the small object, very less object, it fell down on the earth, isn't it? So you know each and everything, and you know all your scientific methods, you are making use of it. Similarly, political science from the ancient time to modern, medieval time to modern time, it's been changing. Okay. And in ancient time, if you could understand the past thing, we in the political science, in the medieval time, we understand the things in the medieval period. In the modern time, we understood the things. Okay. Everyone is making noise. Nana, please try to mute yourself and everybody.
Sir, please mute all.
Everybody in one go. Miss
మీకు
Archana.
మ్యూట్ ఆప్షన్ ఉన్నది, అందరిది మ్యూట్ చేయండి.
Okay, please maintain the mute so that you can listen the voice very clearly. So as changes how in the past, similarly in the past, we have seen the very partial way of political science. It discussed the 50%. And in the medieval period, we discussed the things related to the society 70%. When you go to the modern period, we discuss everything. So that's the reason in the modern period, the political science adopted the scientificity. Means everything, it's been studied as an empirical. I think yesterday when I was talking about some definition, Sidgwick, okay, Bluntschli, okay, at the same time J.W. Garner, okay, all the definitions, when you see that, who use the word empirical, okay. In the modern time, political science has been called it as an empirical. Who is the, person studied a political science for the first time in the new method means Nicolo Machiavelli. Who's that name? Nicolo Machiavelli. How is the Nicolo Machiavelli called as father of modern political science?
Sir.
Who is called as a father of modern political science means Nicolo Machiavelli. He is Italian thinker who studied political science in the new methods. So what he has done in the medieval period, actually state was influenced by whom? You have to tell. In the medieval time, the state was influenced by whom? Christianity. So what Nicolo Machiavelli have studied? Nicolo Machiavelli have studying the things differently in the political science. He separated religion from the state. Who? Nicolo Machiavelli separated religion influence from the state. He made it religion studies as a different, political state is a different. He said state is for all. Okay. In a state, all religions can be there. There is no, kind of a criticism. But when it comes to the point of, religion could not be managed with the state. So he has separated religion is one side, state is one side, state is for all, religions for some people only. So understanding the political science and the different phenomena which started from after 16th century. The 16th century, after that till 21st century means 2021, it is called it as a modern era or modern time. So understanding here in the modern era, if you take it as the names of the people in the evolutionary wise, okay, there are many names which I can tell you, like, Lawrence Lowell, Lawrence Lowell have studied in political science. This is a page number 18. Okay. So after that, I'll tell you what is the American contribution to the political science. What was the European contribution to the political science? Ante America lo ఉన్నటువంటి thinkers political science develop అవడానికి ఏ విధంగా వాళ్ళు సహాయం చేశారు, యూరోప్ కంట్రీస్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి థింకర్స్ పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ ని ఎట్లా చదివారు అనేది ఈ యొక్క ఆథర్స్ తర్వాత చెప్తాను. So in the process of evolutionary process of the political science, if you could name the name, I mean many of scholars, among them in the page number you can see 18 page number. In the 18th page number, Lawrence Lowell is a thinker who focused on the behavioral approach. Okay, political science in the modern time, it has changed as a complete shape. Is an objectivity. Political science not only it studied about the past, it also has studied about the new things how in the empirical method, in the practical method, in the observable method. Okay, so in the observable method, in a behavioral approach of study, Lawrence Lowell, according to that, political science started to adapting the behavioral approach. What is behavioral approach? I'll tell you that. Of course, you shall learn in higher classes what is the meaning of behavioral approach, but I'll try to tell you the simple meaning of behavioral approach. Behavioral అనేది తెలుగులో మీరు మాట్లాడుకున్నప్పుడు ప్రవర్తన. Okay, and when it comes to the Urdu kirdar, okay, see there are different kinds of kirdars. Okay, बहुत सारे किरदार रहते हैं. देखिए, पेरेंट को एक किरदार निभाना पड़ता और इसी वजह से भाई को एक किरदार निभाना पड़ता, इसीलिए तो सारे लोग को दूसरे किरदार रहते. तो यहाँ पे सब सारे चीजों को पढ़ने के लिए यहाँ पे क्या बनाया जाता, आई मीन बिहेवियरल अप्रोच. देखिए, अब प्रेसिडेंशियल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट का एक किरदार रहता, एंड आई मीन पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट का एक किरदार रहता. Similarly, when it comes to the point of this in the Telugu, when I say that రాష్ట్రపతి పాలనకు సంబంధించినటువంటి పరిపాలన ఒక విధంగా ఉంటుంది, పార్లమెంటరీ తరహా ప్రభుత్వం సంబంధించినటువంటి ఒక పరిపాలన ఉంటుంది, లేకపోతే దేశాధినేత అంటే బూర్జువా కమ్యూనిటీకి సంబంధించినటువంటి పరిపాలన ఒక విధంగా ఉంటుంది. సో వీటన్నిటిని గురించి చదవడమే పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్. అర్థమవుతుందా? But if I ask the questions to everyone, you may understand very that we can't, I mean, make it a presidential form of government and the parliamentary form of government on one stance. Okay, the different. And the presidential form of government లో ఎవరు ఉంటారు? ఒక్కరు మాత్రమే ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళని ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ అనొచ్చు, లేకపోతే ప్రెసిడెంట్ అనొచ్చు. అన్ని అధికారాలు కూడా వాళ్ళకే ఇవ్వబడతాయి. మిగతా వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇక్కడ నార్మల్ గా ఉంటారు. అదే పార్లమెంటరీ తరహా ప్రభుత్వంలో అధికార విభజన జరుగుతుంది. అదే ప్రధానమంత్రి ఉంటాడు, రాష్ట్రానికి ఒక చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ ఉంటాడు, రాష్ట్రానికి ఒక గవర్నర్ ఉంటాడు. సో ఇట్లా డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ వి స్టడీడ్ ఇన్ ద మోడర్న్ టైమ్ ఆఫ్ అ పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ యాజ్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ బిహేవియర్. అంటే రకరకాల ప్రభుత్వాలు, ఐ మీన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద డిఫరెంట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ బిహేవియర్, understand the different governments behavior, understand the different social institutions behavior. All together it's called as a behavioral approach. Do you understand that? And understanding the different behaviors of the institutions in the state, understand the different behaviors of the society into the state, all together it can be understand into the behavioral approach. So Lawrence Lowell makes us to understand how the behavioral changes has been taking place and everything. So we started to understand in the political science what is the nature of the parliamentary form of the government, what is the nature of the presidential form of government, what are the roles and responsibility of the prime ministers, what are the kinds of terminology of the parliament, plebiscite, referendum, okay, recall, all such thing we understand, election process, voting behavior, and also this in how parties has come, different party systems, and all of them we understand in the political science in the modern approach. So understanding about a different behaviors is called it as a behavioral approach. Is that clear? So Lawrence Lowell applied this political science to understand the different phenomena of the subject is called behavioral approach. So this is a new thoughts has coming. The new things is added to the subject. Okay. The next one, when you take it as an example, Graham Wallace, another thinker. Name of the another thinker is that Graham Wallace. What is the another thinker name? You have to, at least one should respond to me. Okay, don't make any
Wallace.
remarks to the question.
Wallace.
Graham Wallace. So
English.
Graham Wallace, another a person, another, I mean, English psychologist. He's a English psychologist, and his psychological knowledge is being applied to the political science in the modern time. He's been studied particularly about a different political institutions. What is called as a political institutions, like party system, parties, different parties. In parties also we have different party system, like single party system, multi-party system, I mean dual party system. If I ask you the questions to that, in the United States of America, what kind of party systems we are following? Dual party system, Republican Party and Democratic Party. When it comes to the point of in India, which kind of party system we are following? It's a multi-party system we are following in India. So here is that Graham Wallace is another thinker, English psychologist. He makes us to understand the different political institutions in the political science. He makes us to understand their behavior. Okay, they're different thing. So today, as a student of political science, you shall learn in the second year about what are the parties are national parties, what are the parties are single party system, which country follows a single party, which countries are following the multi-party system, which countries are following the dual party system. All such things make you to understand here in the political science. So which means the political science is increasing its importance. When you go back to the ancient, the scope of the political science is very less. When it comes to the modern, slightly it's been increased. When it comes to the modern, the political science importance has been increasing right from, born to up to the death. Even after the death, the changes what has been and taking place in the society, it's been an understanding in the political science. I think everybody understand this concept of this Graham Wallace. See here that another person named George Catlin. What is a person name? George Catlin. Another thinker in the political science who focuses onto the, power concept. George Catlin to make sense, and he added a new principle to the political science in the modern time. Political science not only understand the things about a state and the state institutions and the people and people institution, but also it also speaks about a power. Okay, power. What is a power? Let me ask you the questions that power means there are a lot of synonyms. That is Shaktini, chala rakaluga cheptuntam. Shakti antam, balam antam, okay, prabhavam antam, ప్రభావితమయ్యాం అంటాం, రకరకాల నేమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఇప్పుడు ఒక మీ ఫ్రెండ్ ఎవరికో వెళ్ళి కొట్టాడని అనుకుందాం, అది ఫిజికల్ పవర్ అంటాం. ఓకే, చాలా బలవంతుడు, ఎక్కువ పవర్ ఉంది, జిమ్ చేశాడు, కొట్టాడని అంటాం. ఇప్పుడు అదే విధంగా ఇప్పుడు ఎవరికో కొంతమందికి తన ఒక ప్రవర్తన మార్చడానికి పైసలు ఇస్తాం, అంటే మారిపోతాడు, అంటే వాళ్ళు మనీ పవర్ చూపించారని. సో రకరకాల డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ పవర్ సిస్టమ్స్ వాట్ వి ఆర్. So Catlin have added a new concept to study the political science as a power matter. Political science is also studied about a power matters. So power is nothing but if anything, if it's try to changes its behavior, and it is called as a power. For example, if I am in power, what is a power? If I try to change anybody's behavior, I may give you money, I may threaten to them, I may ask you to that and don't come here. I may use a scientific power. I may use anything. So that if you are changing them, okay, if you are trying to change the behavior of, if you are trying to change the behaviors of anybody, okay, that it can be called as a power. So power is another thing. It's called as an international relations. On the grounds of power itself, today we are studying a new subject, and in the political sciences, names are international relations. Is that clear? So in the modern science, in the political science, has been added a new things to that. Is that clear to everyone? So when it comes to the point of Arthur Bentley, Ben Dogel, all of them, the neo-behavioralist approach, they also added their ideas to the political science in order to understand that. Charles E. Merriam, Harold D. Laswell, all the peoples have makes us to understand the political science in some other way and the new way, as what Lawrence Lowell has makes us to understand. And impact of world war. See, for example, even after all these changes, okay, ancient, medieval, and okay, at the same time, when it comes to the point of modern time, what is the present status of political science? I think everybody knows that reading political science before 1950 was different. Okay, మనకు ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది స్వాతంత్రం ఇండియాకి? 1947 లో వచ్చింది. మనకి రాజ్యాంగం ఎప్పుడు అమలులోకి వచ్చింది? 1950 లో వచ్చింది, అవునా కదా? సో 1950 కన్నా ముందు పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ ఒక స్టేచర్ అనేది డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంది. ఓకే, 1950 తర్వాత మాకు పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ ఒక ఇంపార్టెన్స్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంది, అవునా కదా? ఇది ప్రపంచం మొత్తానికి జరిగిన చేంజ్. ఇది కేవలం ఇండియాలో మాత్రం కాదు, ఇండియాలో కానీ యూరోప్ లో కానీ కాదు, ప్రపంచం మొత్తానికి చేంజ్ అయినటువంటి కాన్సెప్ట్. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో 1950 తర్వాత ఎందుకు అంటున్నానంటే, what was the date of the first world war? 1914 to 18, first world war. What is the date of second world war? 1939 to 1945. Is that clear? So 1945, after that, then political science, it had changed its an arena. So in the when it is changes into that, and it's been studied the new things. Okay, how we established a relation with other nations. Okay, political science earlier it used to state about a state government institutions. After 1950, there is an essence has been an emerge in the political science. Every political science students have to study about our nation relation to other nation relation. For example, today, the sitting at an home, okay, if you open up this in political science, you also understand the polity of United States of America. You also understand the on what is the polity of Europe, what is the polity of Germany, what is the polity of, Russia. All these two things in which we are understanding in the political science. So after the Second World War, the nature of the political science very exclusively had changed, very promptly it has changed. Okay, అంటే పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ లో కేవలం రాష్ట్రం గురించి, అంటే దేశం గురించి, దేశంలో ఉన్నటువంటి పాలిటిక్స్ గురించి, यहाँ पे పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ में सिर्फ एंड यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट 21st सेंचुरी में या कुछ भी सिर्फ देश के बारे में, देश के पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में या देश के वोटिंग बिहेवियर के बारे में नहीं पढ़ा जा रहा, बल्कि इससे ज्यादा यहाँ पे पॉलिटिकल साइंस को पढ़ाया जा रहा, ताकि अमेरिका की पॉलिटी क्या है, यूएस की पॉलिटी क्या, रशिया की पॉलिटी क्या है, सारे चीज को यहाँ पे पॉलिटिकल साइंस में पढ़ा जा रहा. All together, put together, we are studying very comprehensive subject in the political science. Which subject makes you to understand? In the final year, you have one subject in the political science that is called international relations. So in the international relations, you will understand that and what is the relations between India and America. Okay, yesterday the Prime Minister has come to India. Okay, so and sometime Donald Trump will come to India, and the last time Gujarat he came, Joe Biden maybe come. So why he comes and why he goes? What are the relations between that? Why should we call to other nations president? Because it's a relation, isn't it? Our people will be there. United States of American peoples will be here. Okay, so it is, and in terms of that, so what we are trying to understand here is that the political science after Second World War, it's been becoming increasing. It's an importance is, it's been an increasing. So, and post-war development, the complete, the political science been changed. So let us see, and which I skipped the 2 points here. One is, and what is the contribution of United States of America to political science? What is the contribution of Europe to the political science? Let me tell you the, in the page number, I'll tell you the page number for a difference so that you can understand very easy. Note it on the page number. Where is this? What is there? How?
16.
What is the page number?
16.
Very good, very good. So you are following my teaching very well, right? Thank you so much. Yes, I am seeing this. Yeah. So when I take it as an example of this European, at the same time America. Let me take it as an American. S.P. Verma, his name is an American Indian scholar. What is the name? S.P. Verma. So that's the reason normal Indian name hai kanabartundi. Aina US gurinchi maatladina S.P. Verma, okay, ilanti names ane dadapuga India lo maatrame untayi. Verma gaani, okay, Reddy gaani, ilanti words anni kuda India lo maatrame kanipistu untayi, because caste, religion basis which we can do. S.P. Verma have denoted that political science, and he made it political science very practical. Being as an American scholar, American Indian scholar, he made it and political science very, very practical. Then what he has said that. So he said, political science is a focus in an institution. Okay, what he said? Political science is institutionally it focus, okay, and in terms it is eclectic in approach, okay. Ante even what is his definitions here is that when we understand the political science institution wise, it makes us to understand very deep, okay. For example, say societal institution. What is a societal institution? Family untadi, kinship untadi, వాటన్నిటిని గురించి ఇప్పుడు కాస్ట్ గురించి మాట్లాడినప్పుడు చాలా మంది చాలా రకాలుగా, అంటే ఇప్పుడు బీసీలోనే ఏబిసిడి ఎందుకు ఉంటాయి అనేది మనం పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ లో నేర్చుకుంటాం. ఎస్సీలో ఎన్ని వర్గాలు ఉన్నాయి, ఎస్టీలో ఎన్ని వర్గాలు ఉన్నాయి, ప్లస్ ముస్లిమ్స్ లో ఎన్ని వర్గాలు ఉన్నాయి, షియా షేక్ అని. సో ఈ అన్నిట్లో కూడా అండ్ వీ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ ఇన్ ద వెరీ ఫోకసివ్ మెథడ్. ఎస్పి వర్మ said that political science is institutionally focused and in approach wise that eclectic అనే పదానికి మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే పరిశీలన, very detailed, practical. So when it comes to the approaching method, it's been in very, very, very depth. It makes it as in whether it's right or wrong, isn't it? Political science, which makes us to understand whether it is right or wrong and all of them, isn't it? So as American contribution to the political science is a very foundational. Let's tell one author name. Hans J. Margentu. Okay. Hans J. Margentu is a thinker of international relations in the political science. He belongs to realist school, isn't it? I think the example is not there in your book. I'm giving an extra example to you. And where he speaks about the political science is a very live subject, he said. He said very practical subject, which also makes you to understand about the changes in the worldwide. Okay, what are the changes is been taking place in the worldwide and everything we understanding in the political science. So the way of the American scholars, S.P. Verma to Hans J. Margentu, the soon after another thinkers like Woodrow Wilson, if you take it as the name, but of course in the public administration he comes, but he also contributed to the political science in some way. So when you see all the scholars' name, today in the American contribution, how presidential form of government, how parliamentary form of government, we all are the things we are understanding. So American scholars have pointed out to the political science to understand the new developments, new changes, new institutions as it's coming, to how to adapt the changes into the political science as its relevance to the present. All these things we understand in the political science. This is all is said by the United States of American scholars. What is a European? I think European scholars, when it comes to the point of the influence of Europe on a political science is very much. I'll take it as a name, Karl Marx. When you heard the names of the Karl Marx ఒక స్లోగన్ ఇచ్చాడు, పోరాడితే పోయేదేముంది బానిస సంకల్లి దెబ్బ. ఓకే, పోరాడితే పోయేదేముంది ప్రపంచ కార్మికులారా ఏకం కాండి, పోరాడితే పోయేదేముంది బానిస సంకల్లి దెబ్బ అనే కొటేషన్ చాలా సార్లు చాలా ఉద్యమాలలో చాలా రకాలుగా మనం చెప్తా ఉంటాం. The meaning is that when workers of the world united and start fighting, you do not lose, you nothing lost, but instead of losing, you get an independent. So Karl Marx ideology, so European thinker, he added a new term to the political science as proletarian revolution, as socialism, Marxism, okay, anarchism, and all the new words also which has been an understand. So structural changes has brought in the political science from European thinkers, isn't it? For modern changes, if American scholars, if they brought to the political science, and in the European thinkers, they brought structural changes to the political science. Max Weber, okay, Talcott Parsons, Sigmund Freud, and all of them. Durkheim. So all of them. His name is that, once again, Emile Durkheim is also a scholar in the political science. Auguste Comte, all of the authors have made it out very interesting to the political science. So this has structural and changes added to the political science from Europe. So altogether, this lesson, which you may understand very clearly, that how political science slightly changing from 0 to 100. Okay, when ancient time, when you take it as in there was a zero development, when it comes to the point of this in the present, the political sciences makes it as a complete changes overall, isn't it? So I can say, okay, to tome, okay, ante enti కడుపులో ఉన్నటువంటి బిడ్డని జనరల్ గా మనం ఏమంటాం అంటే ఊమ్ అంటాం. టోమ్ అంటే ఏంటి, చనిపోయిన తర్వాత సమాధి కడతారు. సో కేవలం పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ అనేది టు టూమ్ మాత్రమే కాదు, ఈవెన్ మనిషి చనిపోయిన తర్వాత అతని యొక్క పెన్షన్ సిస్టమ్స్ కానీ, అతని ఒక కొత్త రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ కానీ అన్ని కూడా పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ లో చేయబడతాయి. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ద రైట్స్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్, ద డ్యూటీస్ ఆఫ్ అ పర్సన్, the human rights of a person, the protections of the person, livelihood of a person, everything we understand in the political science. So evolutions of the political science makes you to understand very clearly how the political science is very, very important. And the next chapter I will start, third chapter. After this chapter, there are questions are there. You please see to the questions and try to understand them. Okay. All the questions are important after this book. And then you see that and you read it that, and you, if you do not understand, consult to your, center. For example, Nampally Center, you are from, if you are from Hussaini Alam, if you are from City College, you are from Begumpet, you are from, Khairtabad, whatever it may be, you can consult to your, center head. He will tell you each and everything, all of them, isn't it? So this is about a second unit in your first unit, second topic in your first unit. And the third topic in your, I ask you to, tell you, I'll start the doubt sessions within 5 minutes. Let me start the third topic, and that is relation of political science with other social sciences. What is the third topic name? Could you please tell me? In the first unit, I think everybody has the book.
Relationship of political science with other social sciences.
Very good, very good. So let me speak on the topic. So now, first one, we understand the meaning of political science in the first topic in the first unit. Second, how political science adapted the new changes in terms of evolutions we understood. In the third topic in the political science, we are going to understand that how political science will have an allied relations with the other social sciences. I will take it as a 3 important subject in the social sciences, which I can relate to the political science. So, ante political science ni చదివేటటువంటి విద్యార్థులు అండ్ వేరే సబ్జెక్ట్ ని కూడా ఎందుకు చదవాల్సి ఉంటుంది? ఓకే, మీరు ఎక్కడైనా పిహెచ్డి కానీ హైయర్ స్టడీస్ పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు పొలిటికల్ సైన్స్ ని యాడ్ చేసుకుంటూనే పొలిటికల్ ఎకానమీ, పొలిటికల్ సోషియాలజీ, ఓకే, పొలిటికల్ అదర్ సోషల్ సైన్సెస్ లైక్ హిస్టరీ అన్ని చదవాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో I'll make you to relate to the political science with the 3 social sciences. First one, I'll try to make it relate to the history. Okay. What is the relation between history to political science? Okay. And then after that, I'll make you to understand what is the relation between polity to, economics. What is the relation between political science to sociology? At the first, I'll try to, the meaning of the political science. Let me tell you other social sciences meaning first. Then after, I'll try to tell you the meaning between these two. What is sociology? Can anybody? What is economics?
Study about society.
Very good. See,
Society.
Yeah, very good. Father of the sociology, Auguste Comte, who said the definition: reading and understanding different phenomena of the society is called as sociology. Okay. సమాజంలో ఉన్నటువంటి సమాజం యొక్క ప్రవర్తనను, సమాజంలో ఉన్నటువంటి రకరకాల సాంప్రదాయాలను, రకరకాల సంస్కృతులను, రకరకాల భిన్నాభిప్రాయాలను చదివేటటువంటి సబ్జెక్టే సమాజ శాస్త్రం. దానిని సోషాలజీ అని అంటాం. అగస్ట్ కామ్టే, I think was a father of the sociology, if I'm not wrong that. Okay.
Yes.
When it comes to the Herodotus, history, father of history is Herodotus. What is a history? History is a study of past things. Okay. For example, అందరికి ఒక్కొక్క హిస్టరీ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, 10th క్లాస్ లో ఒక హిస్టరీ ఉంటుంది, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ లో ఒక హిస్టరీ ఉంటుంది, ప్రస్తుతానికి ఒక హిస్టరీ ఉంటుంది. అప్పుడప్పుడు చెప్తా ఉంటారు అనమాట. సినిమా డైలాగ్ లో మీరు చూసినప్పుడు, నా హిస్టరీ వేరు, నా హిస్టరీ గురించి తెలిసి ఉండాలని బాలకృష్ణ సినిమాలు చూస్తే మీకు అర్థమవుతుంటుంది అన్నమాట. రైట్? Similarly, when it comes to the point of that, and history means studying about a past very objectively is called as an history. Who is the father of the history? Herodotus. Okay. Economics, studying about money matters and wealth, like trade. Okay, money trade and wealth, demand and supply, all those things which can understand into the economy. Okay. So who is the father of economy? Adam Smith. Up to that, you understand the meaning of all this subject. Okay. And then, okay, I'll make you to relate. This all the subject to the political science. I'll start with the history. You know, any subject, it consists of some history. Okay. If you do not understand the history of the subject, you cannot understand the present of the subject, isn't it? For example, if I started to teaching you in the right from, I started a class at 11:30. Many of them did not join. Soon after, regularly they joined. నేను ఏం చెప్తున్నాను అనేది మొదట్లో మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే, అర్థం అవ్వదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఫస్ట్ వర్డ్ నేను ఏం చెప్పాను అనేది మీకు ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుంది? హిస్టరీ తెలుసుకుంటే కదా. ఎవరినో అడిగి నేనేం చెప్పాను. If someone ask you the sum of this to what sir said in the first class, what sir said in the first minute of the today, and you will understand. So if you base, that is the base. That is the base to understand what I'm trying to speak right, isn't it? If you do not understand the past, if you do not understand the history, you can't understand the present. It's a simple way. సో ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్ కి ఒక్కొక్క హిస్టరీ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒకటి చెప్పాను, అరిస్టాటిల్ అంటే ఎవరికి తెలుసు? నాకు తెలియదు, మీకు తెలియదు, నేను చూడలేదు, మీరు చూడలేదు. యూ కాన్ సీ ద అరిస్టాటిల్, ఐ కాన్ సీ ద అరిస్టాటిల్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ and he born in the 3 to 4th century BC in the Greek. We born in in the 20th century. All of them you born in the 20th, some of them they born in 21st century, isn't it? So 1990s tarvata 2000 tarvata janminchina valle ekku. So we are understanding the past of that. That's a base which we are making to understand the present subject. Okay. So we can't escape it. To understanding about the history, Aristotle gurinchi, Socrates gurinchi. Okay. Someone is making the nice and nice to meet yourself. Please do not disturb me. I'll ask you to, say the doubts and then I'll give you the answer for everyone. See, for example, when it comes to back to the history, so history makes us to understand the past thing. So today we are learning the Rousseau, Socrates history, what Socrates said, what Plato said, what Aristotle said, what Nicolo Machiavelli said, all of them, isn't it? So when you are understanding all of them, okay, so it's all comes under the history. So history without a political science, there is no fruit. Okay. History without a political science, there is no fruit. Political science without the history, there is no root. Okay. Root and fruit. Okay. Both the subject relations can be treated as a root and fruit. If you want to enjoy the fruit, you should see the root. Okay. For example, say, without the root, can you expect the fruit from a tree?
No,
absolutely no. So if you want to enjoy the political science, you should know the history of the political science. Similarly, if you enjoy the history, you should enjoy the present. Okay. All the time, if your history says about a past, if he is not saying anything about the present, then it's getting boring, isn't it? So what I'm trying to tell it here is that understanding about the past is a very, very important. In this context, R.G. Gettil, all the scholars have made it out a point that how history is very, very important. So in order to understand the base of the subject, history is a very, very important in all the social sciences. This is all about introductions to the third topic. And now the session is for a doubt session. I'll take your doubt for everyone. Please ask me the doubt. Mute yourself and ask the questions one by one. Raise the hand. Today it's set. There is no problem at all to listen the question. Ask now.
So page number 18.
Yeah, please. You go to the page number 18. Wait.
There is the word pioneers and pioneering. Can I know the meaning of
Pioneer?
Yes.
P-I, okay. Pioneer means the first.
Okay.
The person who leader. Okay. Next, anybody?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So in page number 17.
Tell me the word doubt. What is the doubt?
Sir, you said about American contribution towards the political science, right? So in that they told about one organization or association, you can think like APSA. So what is that?
Yeah, very good, very good. So American Associations of the Political Science has been an organization. It's a setup. Like for example, I'll tell you, the people who worked hard, who keep their effort for development of the subject, they formed as an organization. That was a time in the American universities, the student have collaborated as a one group. So that is an ASPA, American Science of Political Science students is a group. they work hard for development of political science. That's it.
Sir, what is the difference between political science and policy science?
Policy science. What is that? What is the difference between political science and the policy science? See, political science itself is called as a policy science. No, there is no difference at all. Let me tell you. See, political science means studying about state and government and its and affairs. See, government, how it's taking, like say, for example, legislature. Okay, first organ of the government. It makes the principles, it makes the bills in the parliament. So policy development. So policy implementation is the first criteria of the political science. There is no much differentiations between that. Policy science is being a part of the political science, isn't it?
Sir, what is empirical meaning?
Empirical means observation or practical. Okay.
So what is like what is interdisciplinary studies?
Interdisciplinary studies means उसमें मिलाकर पढ़ना यानी तो उसके being a part of it. Okay, it's like say for example, how can I tell you the example? Your brother is interdisciplinary. I mean, person in your family. Okay, उसमें भाग. Okay, being a part of the science. It is called being a part of political science.
Sir,
Okay.
can you give some tips how to prepare for the exams? Like we
No,
are
one thing that we don't have such restrictions. So the tips is nothing but an everyday reading is very important now. And following the class compulsorily, noted down the points every day. That is the trick to learn the sessions, and followed by every lesson in your book. There are the questions. Read and practice it. That's enough. If you have any doubt,
you only take the following classes, sir.
Sir, we have to read that questions only, sir.
Your explanation is really very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliments. I have seen in the text box, and many of them as in giving, compliment. Thank you so much for the respect on a teacher.
Sir, we have to read that questions only, sir.
That same questions. Despite that question, no one will ask in the exam. Okay.
This model examination question, sir.
Yeah. Bachelor of your lesson, model examinations questions will be there. Short answer and long answer. You prepare for that. Okay.
Sir, I have a concern on the schedule of the classes. Actually, economics and this political science are scheduled at the same time, 11:30 a.m.
Do one thing, Mr. What's your name?
Srinivas.
Mr. Srinivas, do one thing and contact your nearest Ambedkar center, so that the information will be passed to the concerned person who are making timetable. I'm sure fortunately the next timetable will be the better fit. Okay.
Sir,
Contact
you take the following classes, sir, please.
Important question, sir.
What is that?
Sir.
Thank you, Farzana, for the compliment. Yes, tell me. Tell me, sir.
Tell me important questions, sir.
No, do one thing, there is no such important questions at all. Say, for example, I'm sorry to say that, and if I give the few questions selectively, if the questions are not coming in the examination, you will be failed. So that the credit goes to me. You'll point it out me that, sir, you said that question. Finally, I did not get it out and it becomes very tough. So read all the questions. That's the reason I'm telling you.
I have one doubt.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir.
So what is like structural functionalism means?
Structural function means structural changes means, for example, structure is a simple meaning. Like say, for example, how can I say that? Did you play any time like say, for example, cricket? Otherwise, you can take it as a carom board. Okay. If you take it as in all the kinds in the carom board, if a scattered somewhere, all the board, it looks like a structure.
Yes, sir.
It's not look like such structure. Okay. నేను ఏం చేశానంటే క్యారమ్ బోర్డ్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి అన్ని కైండ్స్ అన్నిట్లు బోర్డులు అందరినీ స్కాటర్డ్ గా పడేస్తాను అక్కడ ఇక్కడ స్టైలిష్ ఓ చోటు ఉంది, రెడ్ కాయిన్స్ అండ్ బ్లాక్ కాయిన్స్ ఓ చోటు ఉన్నాయని అనుకున్నాను. దీన్ని స్ట్రక్చర్ అంటారా? అనరు కదా. ఓకేనా?
No, sir.
నేను అన్ని కాయిన్స్ ని తీసుకొచ్చి మధ్యలో రెడ్ కాయిన్ ని బట్టి నేను జాయింట్ గా అన్ని కాయిన్స్ ని సరిగ్గా పెట్టాలని అనుకున్నాను. అది స్ట్రక్చర్ అంట. So I keep it effort to bringing all the kinds into the structure. Similarly, to bringing the political science to study it about all the concept about family, government, political institutions, and all of them, they made it change. So American scholars are focused and European scholars are focused under the structural change to bring the things into the very disciplined manner. That's the one. Anything else?
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir,
block
please tell
block
me about
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod Jain. Yes, tell me.
Sir, block 1, block 2, block 3 and 4, 5 are considered in first semester.
Yes, yes, all the 5 units. Okay,
Okay.
it is consisting of first semester syllabus.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Anything else? Still, I'll be here for 5 minutes.
of social
Thank you, Chinna.
science, sir. Once
Yes.
again.
Sir, what would be the exam schedule?
Exam schedule, I don't know. Will you please contact to the nearest center?
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir,
Sir, I
from
have
where
a-
I collect my books?
Sorry,
About
please
social
speak
science
loudly.
definition.
Someone is speaking.
From where I collect my books, sir?
Where are you from?
I am from Secunderabad railway station.
So Secunderabad means there is Sardar Patel Road. There is a college. Okay. Otherwise, go to the Begumpet Center and show your, admission form and all of them and get the books there itself. Okay.
Sir, I have already paid the fee for books.
You can go to the nearest center. They'll give you. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
సార్ నేను ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి సార్.
చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఇది కరెక్ట్ ఎగ్జామ్ స్కెడ్యూల్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది సార్? ఎక్కడ అంటే ఏ వెబ్సైట్ కి పోవాలి సార్?
So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar there is a particular website. I think it is mentioned in your book, and you go and check
Sir,
it out.
brau.com, sir.
brau.com. Okay, go and check it out. All the details of exam.
అంటే ఇది చాట్ లో ఒకసారి అది లింక్ పోస్ట్ చేస్తారా సార్? ఎందుకంటే
Yeah, sure.
నేను ప్రతిసారి ఆఫీస్ లో కాల్ చేసేటప్పుడు కోవిడ్ వల్ల ఎగ్జామ్స్ పోస్ట్పోన్ అవుతున్నాయి. అంటే ఇంకో విషయం సార్, ఇది లైక్ ఇదేంటి ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఏమేం పట్టుకోవాలి సార్ ఇది ఎగ్జామ్ కి?
That really I don't know. I am a state resource person. I'm sorry. And I do all the formalities related to managerial aspect. I don't know. I'm sorry to say that. I can give you the assistance to you. Please go to the nearest center and get it out there. Any subject matter doubt, please ask me.
ఇంకొక విషయం సార్, సో we have 3 attempts to clear every subject in the whole 3 years, right sir?
Yes, that also you should please confirm with your nearest center. A junior assistant will be there. He will tell you everything. But properly what you said, it is right. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Link ఒక్కసారి chat లో post చేయరా sir?
Do one thing. All the students, someone, Mr. Chinna hasn't shared all the link, and please and copied it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I have one last doubt. Like, what does this ethical institution means? Like, the state is also considered as ethical institution to uphold the system. Like, what does that mean?
Very good. State is an ethical institution. Means ethical means to looking after good for anybody, to make it a state as a welfare. See, for example, someone is doing a wrong thing. Okay, someone is doing the wrong thing, or someone committing kind of a crimes. So state is also is a warning, and the state will give the warning to them to not to do such thing. Similarly, it also punish them. It also nurture them. It also punish them. So the nurturing in terms of it is called it as a ethical institute. Means welfare, to looking after everybody's and to solve the problems of everyone in the state. All of the things is comes under the purview of an ethical institute. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please.
Sir, what is the meaning of evolution of political science?
Changing of political science.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Will you please, sir, once again tell me about social sciences definition, sir?
Social sciences definition, history and all the one. I am telling you, you're saying history means studying about past. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
When it's about economics, studying about wealth and wealth related matters is called economics. I mean, there are some other definitions. Okay, Adam Smith what said, Ricardo what said. I mean, just I'm giving draft definition. This is simple to understand.
Sociology, sociology, reading and understanding, and once.
Reading and understanding about societal aspects. Okay, reading and understanding about societal aspects generally is treated as a sociology.
Sir, can you please
Here, please.
Sir, we have given the timetable. From 11:30 to 12:30, we have economics and political science at the same time.
What's your name?
My name is Gulista, sir.
Gulista, please contact your nearest center. They will make you to changes the timetable. Okay.
Okay, sir. I have missed your class. I have attended economic class right now.
No matter. Please try to attend the class from tomorrow onwards. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Same, sir. Me too also.
Okay. No problem.
So what
sir,
is
the next class? When is the sir? When will be the next class, sir?
12.
Yes, sir.
I mean next Saturday, I believe.
Saturday.
So what is medieval
or Sunday, sir?
Political science means, I mean, studying
medieval.
about state.
Medieval political science.
Medieval political science, meaning it's not there. How the changes has been take place. क्या यहाँ पे changes लिया है medieval time? कहाँ से लेके 14th century के लेके 16th century तक क्या changes यहाँ पे political science में आ चुके हैं? सारे चीजों को यहाँ पे discuss किए हैं medieval period. तो उसको बताएंगे orthodoxy period, क्योंकि and Koneti Vanaja, I think eclect means I mean it's a very practical way, very critical way to understand that. Okay, eclect means very detailed. As you have asked that, so in the medieval time, what was the status of the political science? Means the state was influenced in the hands of the Christianity, like the name, the Saint Ambrose, Saint Augustine. I mean. Other scholars was there, and we understand in the medieval time status of the political science. So 14th to 16th century, what was the status of the political science? Means the status of the political science was influenced in the hands of Christianity. What was the domination of the Christianity on the state? We have understood. That's it. There is no meaning at all. Medieval means mid-time. And what is the time? Mid-time means 14th century to 16th century in the political science is called as a medieval period. Okay. I'll be here for 3 more minutes, and then after I'll end the sessions. Okay, I think next class you have.
Sir, when is next class, sir?
12th, and 12th of this month means probably, if I'm not mistaken, that would be Saturday.
Sir,
Thank you, sir. You're like.
Okay.
Sir, prati Saturday, Sunday classes untai ga, sir?
That is also I don't know, but we have a schedule. I'll try to tell it to you, the schedule. Please note it down. The classes will be there continuously.
Sir, innaka nenu mee class join avvadaniki admission number link kodtanu. So then Zoom ID adanta chupicharu. So every and prati Saturday Sunday nenu adi akkadne type chesi nenu mee classes date and day to day upload chestara sir.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have a WhatsApp group or a website. Every day it will be updated. When the class is there, you will get the information. Please join through that, okay? And the classes are there.
Sir, I'm not in WhatsApp group.
Yeah. You got it. If you got it in the WhatsApp group, please and share it to the Zoom, chart, so that everyone can copy it and everyone can remind it, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay, fine then. Bye-bye. See you everyone on the 12th, next Saturday. The same class will be there.
The date, sir.
12th. No. I'm telling the dates once again. Someone said there is a date and they have posted on group. And so, however, I'm also telling you 5, 6, 12, 13, 19, 20, 26, 27 February. And in the month of March, 5, 6th. Okay.
Sir, same link, sir.
No.
Okay.
Or same link, sir.
Yeah, same link, and it will be again posted in the website. Please go to the website and get it out. And otherwise, talk to your nearest center and then join the sessions. Okay.
Sir, in March 5, 6, sir.
March 5 and 6.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. See you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for be patient on class. And thank you, everyone. And bye-bye. And we'll meet you on the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, thank you, sir. Jai Balaya. Jai Balaya.
Jai Balaya.
Jai Balaya.
Jai Balaya.
Jai Pawan Kalyan.
ఎగ్జామ్ అన్ని జై బాలయ్య జై పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ రాదాం
ఐరాత్రం మర్చిపోతా
Prepare for examinations.
I rasa marks రావాలి.
జై బాలయ్య అంటే పాస్ అయిపోతారేమో.
What is the meaning of Jai Balaya? Meaning of